everyone. This is Shruti Mathur on the scene here in Seal Beach, Southern California, where we're coming to you from the 36th Annual Classic Car Show. Now, there are over 600 gorgeous gems here to explore. So, ladies and gentlemen, rev your engines. Let's go for a ride. Hi, everybody. I'm here with Steve Sukup, who is a proud owner of this gorgeous 1972 Corvette Stingray. Oh my gosh. Now, this was your first love, but I hear this love got you your second love. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I bought this car new in November of 1971, and I liked a girl in high school very much, but before I had this car, she wouldn't give me the time of day. But then I drove by her house, and all of a sudden she was all smiles and waving to me, and it was dating for 3 years. So it turned out okay both ways.
Oh my gosh, I'm sure you have plenty of love stories with this car and this car helping you over the past 50 years.
Yeah.
What do you love so much about it that you haven't let it go?
You know, when this style came out in 1968, I was just in love with it. My friend and I were just in love with it. And whenever we saw one, we'd get a camera and take a picture of one. And I think I inundated my dad with pictures and brochures. And when I became 16, he said, okay, let's go down to the lot. And I think I got some financial help from him to do it, but he shut me up. And I've loved it ever since. I've never thought about selling it.
You know, it's pretty rare that people hold on to their first car, and that is the car that they drive for 50 years. So what is this color?
It's the original color. Came out in 72 and 73, part of 73. It's called Elkhart Green, named after a racetrack in Indiana, Elkhart Racetrack. And Corvette, Chevrolet did that back then on Corvettes. They named their colors after racetracks. Ontario Orange for Ontario Racetrack, and so on and so on. But yeah, this color gets a lot of attention, and a lot of people just love it or they don't like it. So it's green is to each their own, but I love it.
Do you think you're ever going to let this love go?
I have no plans yet. Somebody will get it someday, and hopefully they enjoy it as much as I have.
Well, thank you so much for speaking to us. It seems like you've been lucky in love with your car and with the ladies in the car.
The police love me too. They watch. Yeah, I got to watch the speeding.
Oh, well, you know, we ask a lot of folks here what is the reaction to their car, and so you're telling me that the police they're kind of looking out for you when they see you down the highway?
Back in the day. But now I just drive it to shows, and I think they let me slip a little bit, slide on that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, what better car to have in California down the PCH? Right. Thank you so much, Steve.
Thank you.
Jim Brewer, who is the owner of this fabulous 1958 Chevrolet Apache Fleet Side truck. And you are just the second owner of this beautiful car. Tell us when you bought this car and how much did you pay for it?
Well, I bought the the truck in 1962 from Robert Hall Chevrolet in La Crescenta for $950.
Oh my gosh, $950. How much would this go for today if you were going to sell this baby?
Well, a lot more than that.
And you put a lot of years and sweat into this car. Can you tell us a little bit about the memories that you had driving in this car in the 60s, 70s, 80s?
Well, over 62 years. I mean, it sat for a while till we had it built like this, but pulling our boat to the river, and of course it's a truck, so it moved everybody in the family when they needed to be moved. It's moved a lot of gravel, dirt, brick, and well, we've used it as a truck, but now it's nothing's hauled in the back.
Of course. Can you tell us a little bit about the restoration process on this?
We took it up to a fellow in Templeton, and he did a complete frame-off restoration on it. So every system in the car, it's got a brand new motor in it. It's got a rebuilt transmission, rebuilt rear end in it. The wiring's all new. Everything's new in it.
And how did you pick this beautiful color?
Well, I wanted a deeper red, and actually the builder picked some colors out through a paint store that he used up there, and this is a Ford color called Candy Apple Red.
Candy Apple Red. So what is the reaction to this Candy Apple Red pickup truck today?
They love it. They love it.
Thank you so much for sharing this. This is really a piece of history. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we're sitting and getting a ride with Ethan Nichols, who is the proud owner of this 1929 Ford Model A Speedster. And this is a one-of-a-kind car at the show. We have over 600 cars, but why is this one so special, Ethan?
This is actually my father-in-law's 29 Model A Speedster he hand-built. What makes him so special is that the boat side is made out of two 1940 Ford hoods that he custom made, and he hand-built this car from the ground up.
So can you tell us a little bit about what was it like for somebody to own this car over 100 years ago?
Well, the technology of building something like this has gotten a lot better in fabrication-wise, in the sense of it was hard to do back in the 20s to build something like this. Nowadays, this can be pretty whipped up pretty quick.
And what would you say is your favorite part about the car?
Oh, definitely the boat side. The fabrication that went into the boat side, I was around for, and I was able to kind of help my father-in-law with it.
Well, thank you so much.
Not a problem. Anytime. Have a nice day.
We're here with Vince Scully, the proud owner of this beautiful 1931 Lincoln Town Car. Now, Vince, you told me that this car used to be owned by the Mafia of Philadelphia. So how did it get to Southern California?
Well, it was on eBay. I went out to Philadelphia to look at the car, and I walked up to the Elegante Limousine Rental Company. But it should have said Mafia Money Laundering Facility, limos bought and sold. That's all they were doing. They were buying limousines, selling them for half price, turn the cash. They had 100 limousines, all for sale. I walked down these rows of limousines, none with any mileage on them. So I looked it up. This would have been the top guy's car. His name was Salvatore Salegno, and he was a smart businessman, died of natural causes. This was the year he retired, and I think he got this gift from his underbosses, hoping to be made the top boss. This was too showy a car for a mafia guy to drive around it, but once he went legit, he could have it. And he was friends with Al Capone. They did business together. If you sit in the back, you sat where Al Capone sat.
Wow, so this car is almost 100 years old. Can you tell us some things that we might be surprised to find, some tricks and gadgets?
Well, I put some of the tricks and gadgets in there, like a bar for my wife. It's the only reason I was allowed to keep the car. And I'll tell you, if the wives give you trouble about buying another old car, put a bar in the back, smooths everything right over. But they did come with tricks and gadgets. There would be a pipe that looked like a dryer hose, and it would come out right here and would go to the back. And the passenger would pull it down and say, "Geez, you're going too slow. I'm watching our speedometer back there." They had a speedometer. And that was one of the tricks they had.
So what is the reaction you get? Do you just take this out for a Sunday stroll?
This is my daily driver. I drive it every day. I'm a hot rodder. The car's been modified. We call this a resto mod, restored but modified. What you see is old. All the mechanics are new, dependable. Not just the engine, but the suspension, the brakes. You have to make changes if you're going to take these cars on the freeway. The speed limit was 40 miles an hour back when this car was made. It has the aerodynamics of a barn. And if you were to take it on the freeway without changing the suspension, lowering the car, truck comes by, pushing all that wind, you're thrown off the road. Happened to me once.
Wow, and what has been the biggest reaction here at the car show?
You know, it's always been positive. I go to a lot of shows. There are 5,000 pre-war luxury cars restored in this country, beautifully. They are never driven. You've never seen one unless you go to a car museum. So I feel like the docent with a traveling museum. I want to educate people about the history and some of the things. So hope you enjoyed it, and always respect the chauffeur.
Thank you so much, Vince, for giving us a tour in your car and all the 5-star treatment.
You're quite welcome. Thanks so much.
here with Merritt and Chris Dorsey, the proud owners of this 1963 Chevy Corvair Spider. Now, the word on the street is that this car was a huge surprise gift for someone. Can you tell us a little bit about this secret birthday surprise, Merritt?
Thank you. Yes, Chris got it for his 50th birthday. We'd been looking for about 12 years, and it was difficult to try to find one that was all together. Southern California, you have to have a convertible, and we surprised him completely. He was not even thinking about that he was going to get it. So.
Oh my God. Well, Chris, what do you think of your wife's shopping skills here?
Oh, it was brilliant. I mean, it's a 63, it's a Spider, it's an early model, something I wanted. The benefit of it was actually a Spider, which is a turbo, which is their high performance at the time. So it was the best of both worlds. I got what I wanted plus the higher end engine, and we enjoy it. We take it out every chance we can.
Wonderful. So Merritt, why did you choose this car, and how did you make that crucial decision by yourself?
This is his dream car. His mother had one, and he always wanted to have his own Corvair. And when we were younger, I was trying to find one that maybe he could tinker with, but as we got older, it was like, no, we have to have one that we can just get on the road and go. You know, this was his dream, and I wanted to make sure his dreams come true.
Oh my gosh, how sweet. So what car are you going to get her now?
We actually just bought her a 63 Greenbrier van. We just actually purchased it about a month ago. It needs a little bit of work, but we're going to get it. It's an automatic, so she can drive it. So that's what her purchase was. So I repaid her back with a 63 Greenbrier van.
You both are such a sweet couple, and like the perfect couple to be walking the streets and showing your car here at the Seal Beach Classic Car Show. Thank you so much for speaking with us. Thank you. That's all the time we have today at the Seal Beach Classic Car Show. Thank you so much for joining me and seeing all of these gorgeous cars. I'm Shruti Mathur, and I'll see you down the road.